What is up, guys? The Cyberpunk TCG Kickstarter is officially over, but honestly, this is where things get really interesting, because if you think you missed out, you didn't. Late pledges are still open, and there's more value than before. Let's talk about what happens next, and whether it's still worth getting into. So first off, the thing went absolutely nuclear. As of April 24th, 2026, we've raised $27,726,147 and counting. That's not just the most funded TCG Kickstarter ever, that's the most funded tabletop game of all time. And from what I've heard from guys like Main Deck Dan and Red Zone Rogue, this project has made more than all Kickstarter TCGs combined. That's actually insane. Now here's the big thing. Late pledges are still open. They're open until May 1st, but the price did go up. For example, the Netrunner pledge was $350 during the Kickstarter. Now it's $375. And honestly, that kind of makes sense, right? You have to reward people who backed early. They believed in the project. They get a little something, right? But if you're still on the fence, that Netrunner pledge is still the best value. You're getting the beta box, all the stretch goals, all those extras. It's still stacked. So now is the time to back. If you guys were late, I would just back it. Get it now. You don't want to be paying $200 plus for the beta box by itself. Alright, so this also just dropped today as of April 24th. They're adding 4 more mystery legend cards to the beta box. That is huge, because let's be real, that final stretch goal, I made a video about it. It was very disappointing on it hitting 27 million, and you got a poll. You got access to the Weird Co Club, and it's just, let's be real, that doesn't mean anything. They're going to be making polls. Who cares? Anyone could make a poll and give their opinion on it, right? That's not a stretch goal. That's like low effort. What would have been cool is if they gave you a specific card that said the Weird Co Club, and then the final value of the total money on it in eddies, and then just like thank you for your support, and like a fake gold promo card. That would have been so cool. Imagine that, right? But they went with a poll. So now, even though people weren't happy, they announced that we're getting 4 more promo cards that are mysteries. So I'm hoping that one of those 4 mystery cards is that, because that's like has nothing to do with gameplay, but it's still pretty cool to just have to show that I was there. You know what I mean? So yeah, so Weirdco is listening to the community again, and remember, the first time people were not happy was when the beta box was originally announced. The original beta box, if you remember, I want you guys to try to remember, because a lot of people don't believe me because they did not back originally. They were not interested when it first launched. The beta box was originally a single pack and 1 random stretch goal card. 1 random card. And then at 10 mil, they said, oh, we'll give you 2 random promo cards. That was it. People were furious. And now, after all that complaining, they listened and they gave us all the stretch goal promos, accessories like a playmat with sleeves. It's just straight drip. They've massively upgraded it. So thank you, Weirdco, for listening to the players. Like, this shows that they're listening. Most companies will just ignore you or just talk smack on like about their customer base, which is weird. But yeah, they massively upgraded it. So I've been talking about all this drip and value you get from the Netrunner pledge. So I originally told you guys that getting 2 of those Netrunner pledges was the best value and plan. So I have to admit to you guys, did I follow my own advice? Nope. I did not follow my own advice, and I actually went to check out with 2 Netrunner pledges, and someone in the Discord tagged me, and they're like, bro, there is a Judy pledge left. And I forgot who it was, but if that was you, leave it in the comments below, and I'm gonna put you in the description as a true choom. But I am a total Judy simp. My common sense, gone. I back that shit, son. Oh yeah, I swiped that credit card like a true corpo, and it worked. Cause I was gonna buy all the Judy accessories anyway, and now I'm getting a ton of booster boxes with my serialized Judy card. Let's fucking go. I'll probably crack 24 boxes on the channel, and the rest I'll probably save for future box openings, local events, because let's be real, even though there's 27 mil funded so far, I'll probably have to build the local scene up myself early on with my own product as prize support. That's cool. But yeah, Judy is my favorite character, followed by Lucy and Rebecca. Let me know in the comments below, who is your favorite character and why? And why is it Judy? And let's be honest, the promo cards, the serialized cards, are probably going to be $1,000 each minimum. And I'm gonna try to get the Lucy and Rebecca cards, be it from trade, cash as a last resort. But I need them. I need all three. I would like a Johnny, but the Johnny card, that is gonna be some eddies. All right, so let's talk about timeline. They're saying they want the game to release in Q3 of 2026, and the accessories in Q4 2026. I talked about this on the Nerd and Proud of It podcast. Go check him out, by the way. I'll put a link in the description below to his channel. Give him some support. He's a huge TCG supporter, gamer. He used to work for Bethesda on Skyrim and Fallout. So if you are sick of the 20 releases for Skyrim, that's all his fault. But yeah, so check him out and give him some support. But I'll be real with you guys. I think the timeline is very optimistic. Every Kickstarter I've backed has been delayed. All of them. So let's look at this reality. Sorcery was 6 months late. MetaZoo, multiple delays. Trench Crusades, one of the most recent. It's a miniature game, actually. But it was supposed to be delivered for just a rule book, by the way. Just a book. No cards. A book that is the same printing for everyone. Not randomized. No packaging needed. Just a simple book that they threw in a bubble wrap mailer. And that was supposed to be delivered in June 2025. It just arrived last month, March 2026. So yeah, if a book was that late, I think a card game is not going to meet its deadline. The most optimistic one I've seen was Altered TCG. Rest in peace, boys. That was delayed, but it was only by 2 months. So that was still not bad, but it was still delayed, is what I'm trying to say. So things like the big dogs, like Magic, right? The top three, the Big Daddy, the MTG, they plan things years in advance. In advance? By the time a set is announced, that set's already done. So when they announced Star Trek, that set was probably already done. It then takes a full year to print, package, send to distribution. Distribution sends it out to the LGSs. LGSs sell it to you. So realistically, I expect Cyberpunk TCG around the March to June 2026 release timeline. Because that's just realistic. But honestly, I think that's good. Like, let them cook. I want this to be a perfect release, no mistakes. Like, let's look at the Riftbound TCG. Those packs had no rares in them. Like, they had packs with no rares, and it was so common that they had to make a program for you to be reimbursed for your rares. Like, they would send you a rare. And how did they decide what rare to send you even? And those boxes were expensive. I think they're like $300 to $400 right now. It's absolutely insane. And remember when I said they planned their sets in advance? Riftbound did that too. So they admitted that their second set, they admitted that their second set on the first week of set 1 release was already in production, and they could not change the missing rare slots. So yeah, so things like that. If Riftbound was that advanced in like planning and releasing, I'm pretty sure Cyberpunk will be the same. Okay, well, so let's talk about gameplay concerns, because I'm hyped about the game, but there's still things to watch. Like, you can be excited and hyped for a game, but still have constructive criticism. Like, don't be just a simp for a game. You could be a simp for Judy, but not for your actual whole ass game. So the first thing, the main phase 2 for my Magic the Gathering players, you guys already know this is huge. I've done a lot of demos and learn to plays. I have my first actual store learn to play this Sunday, and all the Magic players I've showed the game to were concerned about the main phase 2 and absence of it, and they actually are not interested. Every single MTG player I've showed this to has not been interested in the game because of this looking simple, and the rule, not the cards only, the actual rules. And you could say good riddance. I don't want MTG players in my game. That's not a way to look at your game. You should be open to getting players from all genres and games. You should be open to getting tabletop gamers, miniature gamers, D&D players, Magic players. Sadly, also Lorcana players. Just kidding. You want to grow your community. So this is huge. What I'm talking about is a main phase 2 would create like mind games, bluffing, strategic depth. Like you could attack with open mana in this game, or eddies, and now your opponent has to think, do I block? Or yeah, like, do you block? Do they have a combat trick? Are they going to just drop? Do they have no combat tricks and are just going to play more units in main phase 2, play phase 2? Or do they just have nothing and they're just bluffing? This back and forth is what makes TCGs feel like poker, and just like lines of play are open. And right now, Cyberpunk does not have that with what's released and revealed so far. And the gameplay, which they said is not finalized, by the way, and I've been talking to some people, they said that they're actually considering this because there's been actual significant criticism about it. So yeah, I hope that they add the play phase 2. It would be huge for this game. So the second concern players have are the gig dice for street cred. Now I love me some dice, and I'm getting that Judy dice and the yellow Kickstarter dice because I'm a simp. But players are worried about people bumping tables and changing the values, or worse, cheating. And let's be real, we've already seen misdirection cheating in Magic the Gathering tournaments, and even more recently in Lorcana, on camera by major players, well-known players, live. And with dice and resource manipulation, yeah, this is going to be something you have to watch out for. People have said on podcasts and other videos, the solution is writing everything down, which honestly, at high-level play, you should be doing anyway. But this is something you should be concerned about, and it's valid. So some final thoughts. With all that, I'm still very excited. This is one of the most ambitious TCGs ever made. They're backed by CD Projekt Red. They're the most funded tabletop game ever on Kickstarter. And I still cannot wait to do my learn to plays like this weekend, demoing the games to players who are just interested, coming up to me. And hopefully I can get me some community reveals from WeirdCo. Come on, boys. And just straight up building hype around this game. But I'm not a total simp as I am for Judy for the actual TCG. I want to still offer criticism and how they can make the game better. So if you're still thinking about backing, late pledges are still open until May 1st. I'll put a link in the description below to that late pledge. And don't wait too long, because if you enjoyed this, if you just enjoyed hearing about it, just back it if you're on the fence. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more Cyberpunk TCG content. I also cover Warhammer, Lego, Gunpla, and Hot Toys. So yeah, thanks for watching another episode of my bad financial decisions. Peace out, boys.